I want to push the conversation a little bit further. I want to talk to you. I want to get your opinion on OTAs. Now, we know the Philadelphia Eagles were one of the teams who practiced the least in OTAs. I think they had a total of 6 OTA days when they could have had a max of 13, courtesy of the new CBA. And they also didn't have any mandatory mini camps, which most teams are in right now. The Philadelphia Eagles won't touch grass again until about July 25th or 26th, something like that, depending on what days the rookies come and then the veterans, things of that nature. But what are your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles essentially practicing less and focusing more on long-term health?
Yeah. I hate talking about football and having to remind people, because no one needs to hear it, that football is a tough sport. Football's a dangerous sport. Guys get injured. And it's hard to argue against a team in their second year with a head coach. It's not his first year with a head coach or a defensive coordinator. The coaching staff's back, so you don't really have many new installs as far as that's concerned. But I understand the caution about injuries. I think the Eagles, though, are being overly cautious about injuries. I think you got into football realizing it was a rough sport. You're not going to make it daintier. Like, you're not going to make it, these guys aren't walking around with kid gloves. They're football players. So I think, and talking to some of the more veteran guys, I think it goes beyond the, in my day, we had to work every day and we had to hit every day and two-a-days and all that stuff at Lehigh. I think it goes beyond that. It goes to getting your body in the position to be ready to get hit. Like, it's like almost like a callus you build up either mentally or physically. You build up in your body when you talk about some contact or even getting into closer to game shape without actually playing in games. So that's where I found it a little bit surprising that the Eagles decided not only to only practice 6 times, but only have the media be able to observe 2 of those practices. So I think it's a far cry from where I'd like to see the Eagles be at. If it was only Nick Sirianni's first year, I'd be a little bit more worried. The only saving grace in all of it is, again, that you have the entire coaching staff making its return. Jonathan Gannon wasn't somehow miraculously hired as a head coach somewhere else, and Nick Sirianni wasn't done after 1 year, thank goodness. Now you want to see what he can do as a head coach. Shane Steichen is even getting more responsibility as a play caller this year. So you have the more or less triumvirate back. So that's the only saving grace in this. It's not like you're trying to install a whole new offense again with the Philadelphia Eagles. You're trying to just basically make sure everybody understands what's going on. They seem like the coaches feel like the players will have a good enough handle on it where this is where they'll be when training camp actually gets underway in terms of this learning level that they're at right now. I always want to see them practice more. I always want to know that they are in the building, working out, getting things done. The fact that Dallas Goedert went to Southern California to work out with Jalen Hurts is great. Love that. But there's no time like knowing your guys are in the office. As much as we all like working from home nowadays, it's good to know that people are in the office and they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing.